Welcome in everyone here to Parcher Field, here behind Kasabuski for this season finale of Saugus High softball. Saugus High softball season finale. It is between the Northeast Knights and the Saugus Sachems. Northeast coming in to their second game of the doubleheader. They played against Winthrop, and they took the W against Winthrop 26-25 prior to this game, which took a long time to get done. They saw it at 10 o'clock in the morning. But now Northeast playing in their second game of their doubleheader. Sophia McCarrier will be on the mound for the Sachems. Sachems coming off of a big win on senior night on Friday. 9-0. And that is a shutout by Taylor Delady in that game. Okay, now we're going to get this game underway. As Aborn will be the first hitter for Northeast. As the Sachems are ready out in the field. To get this matinee game underway. Great job there by Coach Omquist to get this field set in stone right after the last game. As Aborn steps in, facing McCarrier, his pitch. And first pitch, and we're on the way. That's a strike called. That's over the right field. That's a base hit. And Aborn's on for Northeast. And now it says Yalmokas will be the hitter now. Ball one. Off the first pitch. Grounded. That one goes by Dow, base hit into left. Second hit for the Knights. Two are on. First and second. Up for Sheehy. Strike called. One strike. These two teams met up early on in the year here at the same location. Saugus with a big win in that first game of this two-game series between these two clubs. Now this is the second game in the season series between Saugus and Northeast. Foul ball called by the home plate umpire. Two. Full count. 3-2. Ball four. Bases loaded now for Northeast. Caposo will be the hitter. Here's the pitch. The throw to third. Bases remain loaded. That's a strike. Strike two. Strike three. Out number one. One out. It's up for Lane. That's a ball. That's a ball there. Runners on all bases here for the Northeast. Here's the pitch. That's a strike called. Fouled off the screen. Here's the pitch. Strike three, 2 outs. Two outs here. And it's up now for Copson. Strike one. That's popped up. Makes the grab. That ends the inning. We are scoreless after the top of the first. We're back here at Parcher. Danica Shenna to lead off for the Sachems. Here it is rainy. Off and on rainy afternoon here at Parcher. Bottom one we go. Here's the pitch. Ball one on the corner there. One ball to Shenna. Ball two. Here's the pitch. Ball three. 3-0. Ball four, first walk for the Sachems. And now Ari Chanka will be the hitter. the punt. That's just throw safe. Shenna is safe at second base off of a stolen base. No outs. Runner at second. It's the pitch. It's a ball. Here's the pitch to Chianca. Three-0. Swing and miss, and that goes to the backstop. Shenna will go to third. Off of another stolen base there by Danica Shenna. No outs. One on at third. The pitch. Chanka pops it. That's going to drop. Base hit. Here comes Shenna. She's going to come in. 1-0 Saugus. Rain's starting to come down a little bit now. And it's up now for Lily Ventry. It's the pitch. That's a ball. Throw over the first. Chanka's safe. It's the pitch now to Ventry. That's a strike to throw over the first base. Here's the pitch. Throw to second. Safe at second is Ari Chanka. Ventry. Is pitch. Ventry along the line. Foul. Nice ball. No outs. One on at second. That's a ball. Here's the pitch. That one hit her. First and second now for Saugus. And it's up now for Alana. Alana DeWong. She's been good at the plate lately. Alana DeWong will be the hitter. Strike called. One nothing Sachems. First and second out for Saugus. Here's a pitch. That's the ball. 1-1. Here's the pitch. That goes down into the dirt. Going into third is Chanka. And going into first is Julia Strout. Strout is in for Ventry. Here's the pitch to DeWong. Ball in the dirt, ball 4. Bases loaded for the Sachems. And now that will leave a big spot now for Taylor Deledy. That's a ball to Deledy. Ball in the dirt. Throw over the third. Safe at third. Bases loaded first, second, and third now for the Sachems. Here's the pitch. Ball gets away. Here comes a run. Here comes Janka. She's going to score. 2-0. Safe at third. Sachems. Here's the pitch to Deledy. Ball 4. Bases are reloaded for Alexa Morello. That gets away. Here comes Strout. And she's going to slide and score. 3-0. That's a strike. Here's pitch. That's a strike there. Here comes a run. Alana is in. 4-0. 4-0 for the Sachems. Now there's one runner at third. Ball goes up high. Throw over the third. Runner's safe. That's Taylor Deledy at third. The pitch. That gets away. Here comes Taylor. She's going to score. 5-0 for the Sachems. Here's the pitch to Morello. Up high for a ball. Ball 4. So Morello will go to first. And now will be up for Sydney Deledy. Swings and misses, and here comes Morello going to second. Runner at second now for Saugus. The pitch. Grounds it on the line. That's going to be foul. Here's the pitch. Ball goes down low. Here comes a runner going to third. That's Morello. Morello on at third. Ball goes up high.
Who's that do?
Here's the pitch. That's a strike. And a strikeout. 1 out. Angelina Dow will be the next hitter. That's a ball to Dow. That's a strike. That's a ball. It's a pitch. That's a ball. Here's the pitch now to Dow. Ball 4. First and third now for the Sachems. And now Maria Silva will be the next hitter. So Silva is at the plate. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. That's a ball down low. Here's the pitch. Goes away, but here comes Dow going to second. Second and third now for the Sachems. The pitch. Silva, that gets on by. Over there, the shirt. Short over the first, and that one goes by. But Silva will go to first. And a run scored, by the way. Three. Rounds it. Over the short. Oh! First and second now for the Sachems. Fouled off. Well, it's currently 7-0. Chianca at the plate. Runner at second. That's Silva. That gets away, but Silva will go back to second base. That goes to the backstop. First and second now for Sachems. 7-0. That goes up high. Ball 4. Bases loaded for Lily Ventry. And now here comes a switch for the Knights. Well, this could be a change at the pitcher's mound for the Knights. Ventry waiting at the Bears box. Bases loaded. And 7-0 for the Sachems. Now Ventry will step in. Bases loaded for Lily. Here's the pitch. Ventry, that gets on by. Base hit. Here comes 1. Here comes 2. Here comes 3. 10-0 Sachems. 3-run double for Lily Ventry. And now here comes Strout. Switch off. Alana DeWong. 1 out here in the inning. Swings and misses, strike 1. That's a ball to DeWong. Here's the pitch. Alana. That gets on by, base hit. Strout's going to be going home. She's going to score. 11-0. Sachems. And now it's up now for Deledy. Ball up high. Rounds it foul. Strike 1. It's a pitch. Grounds it. Foul. Here's the pitch. Pops it. And foul. One and two is the count. Now it's 2-2. That's Sheehan on the mound. Here's the pitch. Delaney. That's through. Base hit into left. And now Alexa Morello will be the next hitter. First and second out for the Sachems. DeWong at second and Delaney at first. One out here in the inning. Ball one. One and one. Fouled off. 1 and 2. One, two. Here's the pitch. Morello fouls it off. One and two still remains. First and second now for the Sachems. Here's the pitch. Ball in the dirt. 2-2. Morello. That gets on by. Base hit. The bases will be loaded. For Sid Deledy. One out. Deledy. That's through for a base hit. One will come in. 12-0. That's a single. Alana DeWong came in to score off of that. Dow swings it and misses there. Here's the pitch. Dow pops it. Makes the catch. And that will wrap up that inning. We are through one. 12-0. Sachems. We are back here. at Parcher. Second inning. Sophia Macaria in for her second. Here's the pitch. Strike one. To Garcia, number 9. Here's the pitch. Grounds it foul. Oh and 2. Here's the pitch. 1-2. Pops it and foul. 0-2. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's a pitch. Pops it. Morello makes the catch in foul ground. That's 1 out. One out here in the inning. Here's a pitch. Ball 1. That's Karen. Here's the pitch. Ball in the dirt. And it goes to Ventry. Here's the pitch. Ball goes down low. 2-1. Fouls it off to the screen. 2-2. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Counts full. 3-2. Or ball 4. Runner on now for the Knights. That's ball 1. Here's a pitch. That's a strike. Graffeoo, and that is a stolen base for the Knights. That ball did go to the backstop during that play. And that's strike called. The pitch. Looking at that one, ball 4. First and second out for the Knights. Now we're back to the top. Aborn. Ball one. Here's the pitch. Ball two. Now the able one. Fouls it off. Here's the pitch. Pops it up into right. Chianca makes the catch. 2 outs. 2 outs, 2 on for the Knights. First and second now. The pitch. Grounds it. Over by Delady, takes the base. That ends the inning. The Sachems are coming up in the bottom half of the inning. Coming up. We are back here at Parcher. Maria Silva to lead it off for the Sachems. Here in bottom 2. Here in the Saugus versus Northeast softball matchup. Silva will be the hitter. That's a ball. 12-0 Sachems. Still remains. That's a strike called to Silva. And that's a ball down low to Silva. Silva, that is going to center. That gets by, base hit. Silva's going to second. That's going to be a double. Runner on for the Sachems. That's Maria Silva on at second. Well, looks like I'm going to go off the bench. Maybe? They're going to get Maya Pena in at the Danica Shanna, it looks like. And she's coming to the on-deck spot. That's what the discussion was with Almquist and the umpire. And Hannah DeLong is going to go to second. Here's the pitch to Shenna. Strike one. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off. So this game today is the last regular season game for the 2025 seniors on the Saugus softball team. Sad to say, this is the last regular season game.
Postseason, even better.
Before postseason action, that's set to happen in about a week or so. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off, and watch out over there, right over by the Sachem dugout. Second, Hannah DeWong at second base. DeWong at second. Here's a pitch that gets away. DeWong's not going to advance just yet. No outs here. Starting to miss a little bit. But that ain't gonna affect any of this game. It's a pitch. Shenna into left, base hit. DeWong will stop at third. That's going to be a double for Danica Shenna. And now it's Maya time. Maya Pena is the pinch hit for the Sachems. With Lily Ventry on deck. The big bodies in these two batters spots. You got Maya Pena, who is a big body. You got Lily Ventry, who is a big body. Maya pops it. It's gonna drop, base hit. Here comes Hannah DeWong. She's going to score. Maya Pena with a single. 13-0. And now it's up now for the other big body, Lily Ventry. Pena puts Ventry into a big spot here. Ventry! But caught. And it's a line out to the left fielder. That was a nice catch there by the left fielder. That is one out. And Alana. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. The rain's starting to pick up a little bit more, as it has been for the last few hours. Been off and on. Here's the pitch now to Alana. That's a ball. Sachem baseball played down at Maplewood Park down at Malden Catholic this morning. That's fouled out to the screen, but Coach Mike Mabey and the guys. Tough loss, 8-4 over there against a pretty good Stoneham team. The baseball guys got their finale on Monday. 11 o'clock start on Monday morning at World Series as of right now. That's ball 4 on the play. Bases loaded. Up now for Taylor Delady. Is the pitch. Delady! That's through. Base hit. Here comes Shenna. 14-0. Alexa Morello. Bases loaded. Big chance here to extend the Sachem lead to even more. That's a ball. Ball 2. Morello on the infield. Over there, the first. Got the out. And a run did come in to score. And it's 15-0. Second and third. Now for Sid Delady. Pops it. Foul off the tree. Strike 1 now to Delady. 2 outs. It's a pitch. Delady. That's going to be foul. Gotta switch off the wet balls with dry balls. Here's the pitch. Delady. And that's going to be foul along the third base side. Here's the pitch. That's the ball. The pitch. That's popped it. But foul ball. Second and third. Here's the pitch. Pops. Beyond home plate. Makes a catch. That ends the inning. But it's 15-0 through 2. Wow, we are back here. 1 out. Here in the top 3. That's a strike. 15-0 for the Sachems against the Knights. Runner on at first. The pitch. That's the Dow caught at short. Angelina up for that. Two outs. His pitch. Strike 1. And strike 2. Strike 3. That ends the inning. Sachems are coming up in the bottom half of the inning. We are back here at Parcher. Bottom 3. And now Coach Almquist will go to his bench a little bit more. Layla DeMonte will be coming up. Here's the pitch. That's the ball to DeMonte. That's fouled off. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off the screen. Here's the pitch. That's the ball. Nobody on for Saugus. Here's the pitch. Grounds it. Caught there. At third base. That is out number 1. And now Hannah DeWong. That's the ball. It remains 15-0. Grounds it to third. Over the first. That's an out. And now it's up now for Shenna. Moschella, and then the Twin Towers, Pena and Ventry. Pops it. And that's a foul ball. That's strike one now to Shenna. It's up high for a ball. That gets away. Here's the pitch now to Shenna. That's a strike. Along the third base side, but foul. It's a pitch. That's a ball. Here's the pitch. That's ball four. Shenna on. And now it's my opinion. Here's the pitch. Maya gets on by base hit. That's her second hit. First and second. Maya at first. Shenna at second. And now it's up now for Lily Ventry. Ventry the hitter. First and second. Here's the pitch. Looks at that one for a ball. Here's the pitch. That's popped and caught. And that ends the inning. We are through three. 15-0 Sachems. We are back here at Parcher Field for the fourth between Northeast and Saugus. The Sachems have 15 runs, and Northeast hasn't had one yet. 0. Here's a pitch. That's a ball. McCarrier in for the fourth. Grounds it. That one gets on by, base hit into left. And that's a hit for the Knights. A single. The pitch. That's a ball. Ball in. That's safe. That's first base. The pickoff from Ventry to Morello. Pitch. The pitch. Fouled it off. Here's the pitch. Up high for a ball. And that's ball 4. First and second out for the Knights. It's a pitch. That's the ball. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. Grounds it. Tag there on the first. Well, they got the out there at first. Oh, that's a foul ball, maybe. No, that's an out. It's a pitch. Pops it to center. Shut up. That one went off her glove into the outfield, base hit. Run scores. In Northeast gets on the board with their first run. 15-1. One out. No goal from second and third. So there's second and third now for Northeast. Here's the pitch. That is deep. That's off the wall. One run will come in. And it's 15-2. Fifteen to 2 is your score. Sachems still on top. Off of that big base hit by Northeast. Here's the pitch. That's a strike called. Second and third now for the Knights. That's line foul. Watch out over there in the right field area.
The cocktail lounge over there.
Pops it up. Foul, and it stays in. Here's the pitch. And that hit her. Bases loaded for the Knights. The pitch. Strike. The pitch. Swings and misses. First strike. Ball down low. Grounds it. Third to first, but got the out there. Two outs. Second and third now for the Knights. Here's the pitch. Pop, foul. The pitch. Pops it up. Foul ball. And strike 3 call. That ends the inning. The Sachems are coming up in the bottom half of the inning. It's 15-2. 15-3, my correction about that. We'll be back. We are back here at Parcher. The official score, 15-3. Going to the bottom half of the fourth. Couple big hits by Northeast in that last half inning. That puts the score to 15-3. Alana DeWong will be the hitter. On the Sachem side, they got 15 runs. Grounds it up. Foul ball off the first pitch. Here's the pitch to DeWong. Lana grounds it foul. That's 2 strikes, 2 foul balls. Here's the pitch. DeWong. That's through. Base hit. Alana is on at first. And now Taylor Delady will be the hitter. The pitch. Delady. That gets on by base hit. Alana will go to second. Delady will go to first. And that's a single. Alexa Morello will be the hitter. No outs. The pitch. Strike 1. The pitch. Morello, that's through, base hit. Base is loaded. For Julia Stroud. Stroud is the hitter with the bases loaded. The pitch. Strike one. The pitch. Strike two. Bases loaded, full of Sachems on every base. That's up high for a ball. The pitch. Yeah, it's down low for a ball. And strike three. That's an out. One out. Layla DeMonte will be the hit. DeMonte. That gets on by base hit into left. Here comes 2 runs in to score for the Sachems. 17-3. And now Hannah DeWong will be the hitter. Foul tip. Strike one to Hannah. One out. Here's the pitch. Hannah to center. And caught. 2 outs. Shenna will be the hitter. 2 outs. Pops it. Caught at first. That ends the inning. We'll head to the 5th. 17-3. Sachems. We are back. Top 5 here from Parcher. Northeast coming up the bat. Sophia McCarrier comes out for the 5th. Here's the pitch. Pops it. Center field. Shenna's there. Out number 1. One out here. Here's the pitch coming from McCarrier. Ball 1 up high. Ball down low. Here's the pitch. Pops it. Center field. Shenna makes the catch. Running to catch it. Out number 2. The pitch. That's a ball. The pitch. As swings and misses. First strike. pitch. Strike 2. Both of these teams are in their season finales, Northeast and Saugus. Here's the pitch. Ball down low. The Sachems have qualified for the tournaments. Pops it up foul to the right. Here's the pitch. Ball down low. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. That'll end it. And that will conclude the ball game. Got a special one. Special ending. 5-inning special. Ending in this 5-inning slaughter. 17-3 your final score. It's a Sachem win to wrap up the regular season for Sachem softball. As the Sachems are making their way to the tournament, wherever it leads us to, home or away. We'll keep you guys updated about that on that side of the woods. But for this side of the woods, thank you for watching. 17-3 your final score. And from Anthony Moschella, Nick Graffeoo, all year long. And stay tuned for some state tournament action coming your way soon. But we'll be back at the stadium on Monday. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you for watching.